game. Here we go. Where are we going? How's everybody doing out there? Oh, cutscene.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Archdemon. That's the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow,
Literally.
You're up now, right? Let's pull up camp
Literally.
and get a move on.
Chapman. Let's talk to
Yes?
everybody.
Well, here I am.
This vision
I
of
knew
yours.
this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
This may help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Where's Peanut? Being a loud little bastard. What's up, buddy?
Oh, why, you little...
You harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Didn't?
Why are we stopping?
Working together. Oh, you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
You're all right. You were in that cage for
You
weeks.
are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Never met a Quinari before. Tell me
No.
about your people. Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army?
I am.
Did you decide to become a soldier?
Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did.
You fought in war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
Know your way around a battlefield then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Keep
As
moving.
you wish.
Alright, Allie.
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Doesn't mean I don't warn his...
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
You need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
That's an excellent
I think
idea.
he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
I've lost enough to know what you're going for.
Yes, I imagine you really have, haven't you? Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Friend of mine too.
That's good to hear. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who remembers him well.
Okay. The thunk. All over here by herself with her own fire.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you
I
still
am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
Dang, that pissed you right off.
What do you
Okay,
wish
then.
of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave?
lose.
I can do so if you prefer.
Don't want
Then
you
I
to leave.
assume our discussion ends here.
You only lost.
Ah,
Hello.
it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're where? Oh no, wait, what are you selling?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
See those
I'm sure
wares.
you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Backpack. Oh, what's it? Buying it. Okay, well, a lot of things. Oh wait, buy all these. They take them. Just buy one. Alistair doll. My prayers for the dead. Things we can tell who they're. Obviously, fight on it. I don't know what items we're supposed to give to Morgan. Where did this? Let's 130 gold. We have like 6. Else can sell. We're probably not. I don't know where. Oh. Where from here? Oh.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple,
Hello.
but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What
He
enchantments
can
does he
fold
do?
lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And
It
there
is.
you have it.
The joy of a person who knows what they like, what they're good at. Please enchant for me.
Enchantment!
We got Oathkeeper. Add electricity damage to it. Ta-da!
You're a
This guy.
hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Pepper, and I've never heard of
Really?
you.
He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Okay. How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Tell your tale.
After
This
King
is a game.
Marek freed
What's
us
the
from
story?
the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in.
Go on.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the King. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The King himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
I thank you for
Oh,
your
my
part.
stomach's all aflutter. You're welcome.
What promise did Duncan make?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
What favor did you ask of
Ask for
Duncan?
the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
I've never heard of this place.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
How will this help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good
Fair.
King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Family's faith will be rewarded, and I help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Alright. I think we're done here at camp. Step 4. Don't know.
No, bad. Bad idea. Awful. Don't do it.
Like the night. Flat out can't give this. Oh, I can't give that. Okay, well, I guess this is close. Right about this one.
I am impressed. My thanks.
50. Thanks to read.
And you give this to me, why?
Fuck! I couldn't give it to anybody else. Okay, what about the Alistair doll? Let's do that.
I am
Alright, at least
grateful.
it balanced out.
'Tis thoughtful indeed.
The... Alright. Oh, I forgot they got different skills from loyalty. Alright, off we go. To the world map. We want me.
Yes.
Indeed.
Anna and Peanut. Alright, where do we want to go? Redcliffe Village. Dude. I think we want to go to Soldiers. That's where.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's the place we want to go. Alright. Alright, Felix, what's up?
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
You're asking me to find your mule?
Oh, no. I sent my elf to do that. I mean, I sent my helper, Taran. Nice fellow, that, Taran. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
And Pepper, pleased to meet you.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out?
What do you need?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
What does it
The
do?
dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
What's the
The
catch?
catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it?
Always
The
is.
catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
How do I even know it'll work?
The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price. What do you say?
Yes, I think I could use
Just
it.
as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
And if it doesn't,
Maybe you could look up the fellow who owned the golem before. If he's still about, that is. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
all right. That town. Honleith. Following the quest to Honleith. Okay. All here. Itty bitty sidebar. Back. Now we go to this town, well to the south. All around the actually important places we need to go for the main story. Oh, what happened along the way? That.
How did a child survive that?
What?
The crater is still smoking.
Oh.
It's a boy.
Oh.
5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The
Superman.
Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise
Marta.
the tyke as our own.
I feel like the whole cutscene didn't load. Meteor, metal, ore. Well, that should stop the boy, right? Perhaps the last rune in another world far off in the sky. Find a smith with the skill to temper it. What this is? I don't remember. You'll see. Marta. Her name is Marta.
It is done.
Easy. Job team.
Of course.
Star Trek Voyager at 1.5 speed. And pretty weird. I thought you were watching the stream. No. Oh boy. Oh, that's pressing the wrong button.
Away with you! As you desire.
Pretty good.
What is it? Mm-hmm.
Doot, doot, doot. Key required. Alright. You'll need a key for Olaf's chest. Okay. These the dark spawns.
Watch out!
Help! No, 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 don't die, puppy. Puppy died. Oh no, he is dead too. Yeah. We're all dead here.
Violence is a solution. Sometimes. You should run while you can. Is that all you've got? So I shall. Is that right? How lovely.
Don't die. Shit. Oh, we almost made it. Almost. I don't know how they aggroed me. Recast my Take on. They're running. Why am I not targeting? Yeah. Sucks. How'd she just run through there? That's bullshit.
We have done well. Of course. Lovely. Allow me. I could do that for
You
you.
do that. Let's save. There's the golem. There's the key. Take to Olaf's box. What happens?
Of course.
Most of the birdseed seems to have been scattered about. What? Jail.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual golem, and not a statue at all. I wonder how it ended up here of all places.
Closer inspection, you see the statue is made of numerous crystals, some of them cracked. Maybe a dwarven make. You left Gar. Nothing happens. Apparently the rod is not working. Or the code word is incorrect. That means chest outside this house. Locked and requires. We lost prize cheese knife, red steel, dagger one hand. With lightning crystal. That didn't seem to help. Ah, door that we can enter. Here we go. The cellar. Wilhelm's cellar. Surely there's darkspawn about. Strange crystal.
Lovely.
Small chip, natural crystal, converts all damage. But this character.
Yes. I shall.
A dagger.
Well, all right.
Out of the way. Good job, team. Guard corpse. Here, palm. Let's see. Okay. Could use a tempest. Tackleman, room full of lightning spell. You do a lot of damage. Cool. Mushroom. Locked chest.
What
Maybe
now?
it'll have a dagger in it. Rough leather armor. Sure. Wilhelm's special brew. Gift for somebody. The hard. Funny how some actors play characters with specific looks. Yeah. I assume you're thinking of a specific example. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. That is weird. What's happening? Guys? Where did I die? Where did I die? Oh shit. Well, I hate casting AoEs in this game. This is bad, probably. Don't die, friends. I'm trying to heal as fast as I can. Oops, wrong button. Oh, no, no. He lives!
Why does that always happen to me?
Oh, look who leveled up. Dex. On. Get her loot.
As you desire.
Star Trek in general, Vulcan ear. I was in extra high fort. So you're saying all those people probably had shaved heads, shaved eyebrows and stuff because of their costume? Going. These people, why are they stuck there?
And so I shall.
Decades old letter. Madam, I can assure you that the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that indeed we operate under the supervision of the Chantry. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I am disappointed to hear that you sold the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were of invaluable aid to King Merrick during the war against Orlais. Rod, we cannot discern whether Wilhelm's Golem was responsible for his murder. The Golem will simply have to remain where it is unless the village can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here and will be missed. Make her keep you, First Enchanter Arlen. Got that. What's up with you?
By the Maker, we're saved!
Maybe.
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
No. I am a
A
great.
Grey Warden? Here! Thank the Maker for our luck! But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
Merchant told me about this place, actually.
Why would a merchant... Oh. Think I see. This is about SHALE, isn't it? I should have known.
Go on. Loves his berry.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Killed your father? What do you
My
mean?
father's name was Wilhelm. Mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and SHALE standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake SHALE up, well, it's yours now.
Is there anything else about this column? Oh wait, I'm curious about this way. Where are we?
This was my father's laboratory, beneath his tower. Or it was, anyhow.
Tower?
Look, I know you probably have more important things on your mind, but I really need your help. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it
Just not
past my
telling me
father's
this?
defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
I'll see if I can find her.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think.
I feel like this is
she
a
has
trap.
to be there.
Definitely feels like a trap. Real quick. Yep. Better helmet. The helmets in this game look not great. In we go. What bad could happen? Spiders.
Of course. And so I shall. As you
Whatever
desire.
that noise was could happen. I know it. Oh boy. Oh, get this dust wraith off me. Help!
I never liked this part.
Oh, don't die. One of these. Did it. Harvest Festival ring. Warrior Rogue. Wow. Leona. Like a that increases. Wait, no, wait. Oh, this too. Yeah. +2 strength, +2 dex, +4 attack. I'll help him. Fucking scares me.
On my way.
Trade mana. Trade mana. Manifested goods more interesting for the trade route it describes. Why would anyone looking to expand his business? What?
Well, all right.
Well, I'm pretty sure the game's gonna save anyway, but just in case we save, it didn't.
Don't cats like to be in trees?
Kitty. Yeah.
Oh look, someone's
Got a
come to
puzzle.
play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Oh man, vaguely remember something here. We, who is we? Good, you're safe. Your father was worried.
Father? Oh, you can tell him I'm fine. Maybe he'll come and stay with us too. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
We have to go. Matthias is
I
waiting.
can't go. Kitty says she can't come, and I'm not leaving her. She'd be lonely.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
Step away from that creature, Amalia.
No!
Hurry.
Leave me alone! Kitty!
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
Not leaving without the
Seems
girl.
we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
You mean
That's such a
possessor?
crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Yes, it is wrong.
But Kitty wants it.
Then you reject my proposal?
Taking the girl to her father now.
No! Kitty!
You will not take the child from me. She shall be mine forever.
Run, girl. Damn it. Well, that's not what I wanted. Kill these ads quick. Jim died already? Fuck. Can't move. Can't move. Why can't I move? Alright. No. Got an item for Sten. Oh, for me, Sapphire, Kitty. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't think we have to do this because we try to save her. Get off the fire, dummy. Well, that sucks. Equip these things. Ah, that's better looking. Still kind of cheesy looking on him, but definitely. Save again. Go get the bad news. We literally did everything we could. Oh shit.
Have some blood on me.
Feeling my loot fell through the floor.
What happened to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back?
I'm sorry.
She's dead. Oh, my poor butterfly. Thank you for finding her, at least. I'm grateful. You'll need a phrase to activate SHALE. It's Doolan hard. I wouldn't want the thing, but it's obvious you can handle yourself just fine. Now, I guess I'll go.
Sucked. The stinky. Why is this in this dude's? What a weird place.
Lovely.
Quick exit. Alright. It's SHALE time. Ulen Harn. Cutscene broke.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And of course, it is another mage. That is what it is. Yes? Yes. Just my luck.
Hello to you
I
too.
stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not all of them, no.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
You have a name.
Perhaps. I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
What? Why?
Oh, go on. It will be fun.
Right, then be silent.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Are you happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
Didn't intend it. Do anything.
Ah, how unexpected. Yet refreshing. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Welcome to come with me.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I am Pepper. Pleased to meet you.
This should be interesting.
Sorry, Peanut. Place, buddy.
Yes.
Levels up. Hunting. For stealing. Yes. Don't get interrupted while someone engages in melee. Looking good.
What?
Large chipped spirit crystal gives spirit resistance. Fire crystal, fire resistance. Got that for now. Oh. What goes here? Ah, here we go. Plus fire damage, cold damage, lightning damage. That's the best one we have, so that's with. I guess stick with the spirit resistance. Any gifts for Shale? I don't know what they would be. Let's try it.
Very nice indeed. Very nice.
You like
very
Shale?
Nice indeed.
We learned. So probably this too?
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
Not as much. Still though. Yeah, just listen to that sound. Well, that was kind of the goal for today, was to get basically a full party in Shale. Let's leave here and see where we're going next, and now we want to start fresh with where we go next for next stream. A spot. Okay, yeah. Over. Proper save. There's the game, the village of Honolith. Exit. Alright, thank everybody for tuning in. We got Shale, we got Liliana, and got her pup. Free will golem, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the game. We'll be back